Hey creative friends, hey, it's Rebecca here, and it's so good to have July 4th, a little bit of time for crafting today, so happy July 4th to you. This particular image, I'm just laser cutting it on an inexpensive piece of wood from the Dollar Tree. Actually, it came in a package of about 6 pieces. It's very thin, like a balsa wood, and it cuts real well. I ended up going over it 2 or 3 times just to be positive that it cut through perfectly. And you can see that it lifted up nicely, and I've got pieces. I can get a 2-for-1 project here. And so today I'm just using the bigger piece. I'm going to do it like an outline with some light behind it. But just to get a snippet of how I'd use this is Cricut Design Space, and I'm a member of Access, and it comes with tons of images. So I started with the image on the left, and then in Cricut you can do what's called contour. And so I took out all the stars out of the U and kind of did the reverse of the stars on the far left. And you can do all that with the contour tool. And so once I had it the way I wanted it, put it in all black so that I could then use the snipping tool to come in and grab a copy of the black image on the right. As long as you don't have the grid background, this works pretty well. And so it saves it as a JPEG image or any kind of image file there, but I took the default for the JPEG. And then once you have the JPEG, you then have to bring it into Inkscape. I know XTool is going to have a trace feature soon, and I'm anxious to try that, but right now I'm using Inkscape and I'm doing that trace to bitmap. And so it will, it's got a tool in there. You can play with all these settings, but usually I take the default for a simple image like this, and it'll give you the preview the first time you do it. And so then you're left with a bitmap, which you can then object to path. You can create it as a true SVG. And then I bring that SVG into the XTool software so that you can set your cut settings and play around with those. And then I have the outline project. Again, I'll use those other pieces later, but I put just some simple paint on this that we had available and some parchment paper in the back. And it looks pretty cute with some light coming back, some light coming through it. As you can see, it's so difficult to do any kind of crafting with cats around, but here it looks pretty good. I've got a little flashlight shining the light just to test it. And I love the red that's coming off of the fire extinguisher there, so it looks pretty good. But anyway, the cat kind of enjoyed it as well, and gets in the way. But there we have it, our USA with the light coming through the wood. So happy July 4th. Talk to you soon.